video is kind of a impromptu, not really like structured video. After seeing the Doctor Strange official trailer that we got yesterday during the Super Bowl, I just really want to talk about some things that I saw in the trailer, some stuff that I was watching other reactors talk about, and just things from the TV spot after looking at Twitter and seeing some new things, like my theories that I have for why I think Wanda is pretty much going to be not necessarily the main bad guy or the main villain, but like have a bigger villain role. And why I think that, why I'm totally on board with that, because like at this point Wanda's had everything taken from her and she hasn't been able to have anything in her life, so it's like she deserves to go a little bad shit, in my opinion. The first thing I want to talk about is in the trailer, there is a part where Wanda is fighting a cosmic being, I thought originally it was Captain Marvel. A lot of people on Twitter are zooming in on that picture. Some show it looks like Monica Rambeau. Some say it is because there's rumors of Tom Cruise playing a variant of Iron Man. Some people are saying it's him. I guess in the comics there's a variant of Iron Man who is also in the Illuminati, which also is going to be in this film supposedly, which is just like crazy to think about. This movie's got so much in it. It's a cluster. I don't even know how I'm gonna handle it. I don't even think I can. I'm more leaning towards, after looking at it more myself, more towards it's Monica Rambeau. We saw Monica really get to know Wanda and be stuck kind of in Westview with her, and Monica was kind of trying to help Wanda. Like, she understands Wanda because she says at the end when Wanda's like, I didn't mean to do all of this, and Monica's like, I know, and if I had the opportunity to bring my mom back or have more time with my mom, I would. Monica can relate to what Wanda had with Vision and what Wanda wanted to continue to have but did, and how she didn't mean for it. It was just the grief consuming her. Monica knows what that's like. She misses her mom so badly. She was blipped away, so she didn't have a whole lot of time with her mom. Her mom died while she was blipped. Like, if she could have more time with her mom, she would. So that's why I feel like it's more Monica Rambeau the more I think about it, because it would make sense, because they have that understanding. And I know that at the end of WandaVision, Monica's going to space. Maybe Nick Fury senses like some cosmic stuff, or maybe because like Monica kind of got her powers from going into the Hex, maybe she has a connection with like Wanda's powers, and when Wanda's doing some shit, she can sense it and like feel that connection. And so maybe she's gonna go to space for Captain Marvel 2, but then she feels this connection with Wanda, this pull, and she's like, hang on a minute, space can wait. I gotta go help my chaos magic being friend. That's how Monica got her powers. She went through the portal, and that's how she got her powers. So I feel like Monica has some type of connection to Wanda, even if it's not like magic driven. I feel like because of the radiation that Monica got, I feel like that's going to have some type of connection to Wanda, or at least to chaos magic in general. It would make sense, especially since the last time we saw Monica was with Wanda. For all we know, it could be someone else. How many things in these Marvel trailers are actually real and how much is actually faked, or how much has been CGI'd out? Look how much was CGI'd out of the Spider-Man trailer. So who knows? It could all be misleading. It could be a bunch of people fighting Wanda. Wanda could not even be there. Who knows? At this point, it's all just rumors, theories, and speculation, because at this point, we are all in the dark. Speaking of Westview and Wanda, that scene where we see Wanda back in her house, God, that made me so emotional. We see Wanda in the Scarlet Witch costume that we see where she's with the candles, and she's like crying, upset on her knees, and you see another Wanda touch her face, like grace her chin, and she has dark brown hair, and she looks a little like darker. My theory is because also in the TV spot we saw Doctor Strange, we saw Supreme Strange, which is like the evil Doctor Strange from Marvel's What If, and then we saw also in the trailer Defender Strange. Supreme Strange, evil Doctor Strange, does everything he can at the expense of the universe to save Christine, and Defender Strange apparently is the opposite. He's very selfless. And so since we already see like two variants of Doctor Strange, not to mention there's like dead zombie Doctor Strange, which is a whole other thing. Marvel Zombies is coming for tuition because What If is canon. There's so many different variants of Doctor Strange. My guess is maybe there's another, this is a variant of Wanda. Maybe the Wanda we see with the candles, like when she's kneeling in her house in Westview, maybe that's like good Wanda. And this is just maybe my theory, is maybe she was, like we saw at the end of WandaVision, she was with the Darkhold. She was reading that, she heard her boys' voices. Maybe throughout the progression of the film, she's trying to find her kids, and she's using Doctor Strange as a way to get what she wants, but then when she realizes she can't, maybe she sees, because of the multiverse, she destroys the multiverse or something because she can't get her kids back, but maybe she does get her kids back, and like it screws up the multiverse. But maybe in doing so, Wanda like sees another variant of herself, and this variant is like very evil, and maybe Wanda's so grief-stricken that she doesn't have her kids, she could not get her kids back, and this Wanda, this other variant Wanda, is like, just give in to the darkness, destroy the multiverse, give in, let the Darkhold consume you. Because we see when she's like with the candles in the first trailer, her fingers are starting to grow dark. Whose fingers started to grow dark in WandaVision? Agatha Harkness. Why? Because she had the Darkhold. Wanda's in the Darkhold. So what if the Darkhold like has consumed this other variant Wanda, and this variant Wanda being consumed by the darkness and the Darkhold wants this like Wanda that we know to like be consumed and just let the darkness take her so she can become this all-powerful chaos being. My other theory is that maybe after reading the Darkhold we see at the end of WandaVision, maybe Wanda is evil all along. Maybe when Doctor Strange meets up with her in the field and like ask her about the multiverse and she says, I feel guilty about Westview, maybe she doesn't feel guilty. Maybe she's already been consumed by the Darkhold that's already evil, because in the scene where Doctor Strange is talking to her and first goes to see her, he has like this coat on and he has like a scarf thing. In the second Doctor Strange trailer that we got, we see Wanda talking about how when Doctor Strange does time-bending stuff for the multiverse, he's crowned a hero. But when she does it, she's the enemy. She's the villain. In that same scene, Doctor Strange looks the exact same way that he does when he first meets Wanda. So my thing is, maybe like Wanda in the field is a whole illusion. She doesn't feel guilty about Westview. Maybe she's read that Darkhold and it's already consumed her and she's like, screw it. Doctor Strange is crowned a hero for doing all these things that go against the very fabric of the multiverse and the realities. But when I do it, I'm considered a villain, the enemy. Screw that. I am done. I don't care. I'm going to find my kids. I'm going to have my happy life. Or maybe she starts out the film being like, I want to help and stuff, but then she's trying to help to get her own agenda to find her kids, and then she can't. Like, going back to my first theory, maybe she can't, and so this other variant of Wanda, like, tells her, just give into the darkness. So my theory is either she's already been consumed by the Darkhold and the darkness, and she's just trying to get her kids back, like, have her own happy reality at the expense of the universe, the multiverse. Or my other theory is she wants to help, but in a selfish way, she's trying to pursue her own agenda, but not break the fabric of reality. But when she sees that she cannot get what she wants, then this other evil variant of Wanda comes out and tells her, give into the darkness. Because we also see that same Wanda that's the brunette with the white shirt and the jeans, in another scene, looks like she has like blood dripping down her face and she's using her magic. Another scene, it looks like she's a zombie. It looks like Wanda Zombie from Marvel's What If Zombies episode. And we know that when she becomes a zombie in that episode, she is super fucking OP and super fucking powerful. My thing is, does that mean that there's gonna be more than one variant of Wanda? Because we see the red-headed Wanda that's in WandaVision in her Doctor Strange 2 outfit, and then we see the brunette Wanda. My question is, maybe this brunette Wanda is trying to get the Wanda that we know to give into the darkness so that this other Wanda can be super powerful and they can rule together. All of my theories are consumed by Wanda because like that, I mean, it's a Doctor Strange movie at the end of the day and I love Doctor Strange and I'm very excited for like Doctor Strange stuff. Wanda's in this movie and like Wanda's my favorite female superhero, so like I have a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts about Wanda. Not to mention like there's magic, there's horror elements. What is Doctor Strange's dream? Does he have an inkling in a sense that like the multiverse is crumbling because of that spell he did in Spider-Man No Way Home, or because of a different spell that he does? Or does it have to do with Wanda? Did he do something like to protect the multiverse from Loki and Spider-Man and trying to fix all of that, but by doing so, he's fixing too much and it ends up just breaking all apart together? There's so many questions unanswered, and we're not going to get any of those questions answered until we see the film. Not to mention, there's a couple scenes where we see America Chavez, who I'm very excited to see in this movie. We see her in the background, like, doing a punch, and in the background is, like, symbols that we saw Wanda with the Darkhold. The symbols are also on this Scarlet Witch water bottle that I happened to buy at Disney World. The whole thing is, like, I think Wanda is going to play a bigger part in this movie. I feel like she's going to be not the big villain, but maybe, like, a very good percentage of the villain. What if Wanda is the one that's destroying the fabric of reality and Doctor Strange has to enlist the help of these other Doctor Stranges? Or maybe Wanda teams up with evil Doctor Strange. That's a possibility. Evil Doctor Strange does the Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange from Marvel's What If. That Doctor Strange, that variant, everything he does is to be with Christine. Everything that he does, the breaking of reality he saw, he doesn't care if it breaks and destroys the fabric of reality and the fabric of time. He just wants to be with Christine Palmer. Maybe he sees Wanda wanting to be with her children and be with Vision, and he takes advantage of her and her chaos magic, and it's like, hey, let's team up together. Maybe that's what happens too. I don't know. There's another part in the TV spot. It looks like Wanda is in her Scarlet Witch costume, and she has like her fingers are turning dark. It looks like she's trapped in either the mirror dimension, maybe the same mirror dimension that Doctor Strange trapped Peter's spell in, or an ancient spell, because Wanda's too powerful. He needs to trap her somewhere. But the other thing that made me think of, it looks like the mirror dimension, or the dimension where the Watcher was watching of these characters in Marvel's What If. My other way of thinking is maybe Wanda finds where the Watcher is, or not like the Watcher, but like finds this reality, this area where she can see all different realities, and so maybe she's controlling all these different realities because she wants to find the reality where she's happy. There's a theory going around that maybe like how we talked about the pivotal point for Doctor Strange to become the Sorcerer Supreme is Christine has to die. Either has to lose his hands, or Christine has to die every single time. That's the pivotal point. It has to happen. Maybe for Wanda, her pivotal point is losing everything, losing Vision. Because how many times has she had to either kill Vision, watch him die, or just not be with him? She can't be with him. She can't have happiness. Maybe that is her pivotal moment. Her pivotal point is she can't be with Vision, and she doesn't realize that until she tries so many times to get with them, and she can't. There's a lot going in this movie, and I feel like a lot more is going to be developed. Maybe she's not going to be a good guy at the end of Doctor Strange. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to stand Wanda no matter what she does in this film, because I love her, and she deserves some happiness, for God's sakes. Thank you guys for listening to my rambles about mainly Wanda theories. I could be completely wrong on all of my theories, and if that's the case, that's totally fine. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys with another video very soon. Bye, guys!